What's up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm recording on my fucking iPhone right now. Dana White just announced some fights. We were waiting. This bald fuck just sworn like twice in 10 seconds. I would be worried about not getting monetized, but I'm already not, so it doesn't matter. But regardless, Dana White announced some fights and shit. The UFC Instagram posted like big announcement coming like 12 hours ago, and we've all just been waiting for this bald man to show his fucking face on our screens and announce some fights. And this man just had to delay this. I swear to God, he does this on purpose. By the way, anytime you see a announcement coming soon from Dana White, expect it in like 10 hours. Don't be like, oh, where is he? It's been 2 hours. Dude, that means he's going to post it in the fucking middle of the day. That's what I'm saying. So Dana White, I think he actually just enjoys he just enjoys people like having to wait and being like, where is this guy? Like, he's probably just scrolling IG, just seeing everyone or Twitter, just seeing everyone posting like, where is this guy? But regardless, the actual fight announcements, Islam JDM, this was expected. If you see my tweet, there was nothing here that was like out of the ordinary or shocking. Like, if you saw my tweet, I said he's going to announce Abu Dhabi, he's going to announce the rest of that card, he's going to announce the top 3 fights of MSG, being Islam JDM, Weili, Schevchenko, and Leon Edwards versus Carlos Prates, and then he's going to announce Qatar's main event. Now, I missed on that. That was like my final, like, maybe we'll get like just an absolute mega drop of an announcement. But we get Abu Dhabi rounded out, that main card's finalized, and we obviously got the top 3 fights for MSG. So yeah, let's get underway, and we're going to start off obviously with the biggest one of them all, Islam Makhachev versus Jack Della Maddalena. Islam versus JDM MSG main event. Like, you could say it was the most expected announcement of all time. Like, this was the least shocking thing ever. Like, we were just this announcement, like, I don't know what people were thinking though. Like, I guess maybe they thought we were going to get like a fucking Taporia announcement, but like, what were we going to get? Like, I need to ask you, what were we going to get other than this? And like maybe the Qatar main event, which I assume they'll announce that whole card as a separate thing, because they seem to always, like, I remember for the Saudi card, they're like, "What's up, guys? We're going to Qatar, first card ever. This is the fight." And they just announced the whole card. So like they'll probably do that for Qatar, which my guess will be like some sort of welterweight main event with like Brady, Shavkat, Bilal, any combination of those kind of guys. Maybe Gary, like, I don't know. But yeah, that'll probably be its own announcement. But like, this is what we expected. Like, the fights are good. No one's shocked by them. Like, if these were just unexpected out of the blue, this is what we got. Everyone be like, whoa. But like, what else was it going to be? Like, we've been waiting for this for a while now. Islam versus JDM, again, this is my fence-sitting fight of all time. Like, other people, I know Guru's clearly Guru, and I can predict who everyone's going to pick right now in this fight. Guru and Bedtime are going to pick JDM by fucking TKO, mate. And then Kenny's going to pick Islam. I don't know about Lucas. Has Lucas said who he's picking for this fight? Like, as of watching this, he might have already dropped a video. But who do we think Lucas is going to pick for that? I'm not sure. Probably Islam. But I'm leaning Islam. I don't know. Like, I'm really, like, stuck in the mud here. I'm probably not going to drop my official prediction until, like, my actual picks video. I really don't know. Islam's going to be like minus 200, which is going to be way too wide. Like, this fight should be lined at pick'em odds is all I'm saying. And it's a really good fight. Like, this is an incredible fight. And after watching, like, if you told someone like, oh, Islam's fighting Jack Della Maddalena before he fought Bilal, like, Islam's minus 500. Like, I'm just saying, Islam's coming off the Burns fight, Islam is a minus 500 favorite over JDM. But it's just because of how well he performed against Bilal. And I'm not the guy to be like, oh, Bilal didn't shoot takedowns. Like, he shot like 10 takedowns. Like, I'm not the guy who's like, why didn't Bilal wrestle, bro? But I do think Bilal should have employed a more heavy grappling game plan, and he was just too content to stay at boxing range with Jack Della Maddalena. Now, that's where I think the difference is with Islam, is because he is not a fundamental, like, he's not some, like, elite tech. Like, would I call him elite? I would call him an elite striker, yeah. Like, I think the fact that he is struck competitively with Volk across 5 rounds and struck competitively with Poirier, like, I would consider Islam Makhachev an elite striker as far as UFC standards go. But I would not call Bilal even, like, a great striker. Like, I would call Bilal a passable striker who everyone rates his hands way more than they should, because Leon Edwards just backed up the whole time and got boxed up by him. But, like, Leon Edwards is shit. Leon Edwards is going to get fucking smoked by Prates. I'll talk about that fight in a second. But, what was I going to say? Islam is just clearly a better striker than Belal. Like, maybe you can say Bilal's pure wrestling strength or something is better, but, like, I don't think Belal is better than Islam in any aspect. Like, I'm going to go back and have to rewatch some fights. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch the Poirier fight. That's the main one. The Dustin Poirier versus Islam Makhachev fight is probably going to be your number one thing to go back and rewatch in preparation for this. Like, in terms of if you're on the fence. Like, if you know you're picking Jack or you know you're picking Islam no matter what, go for it. But, like, for me and for the guys who are kind of on the fence about this, I think I'm going to make up my mind after. I haven't rewatched that Islam and Poirier fight in a while. So that's what I'll have to go back and rewatch. But I just think Islam is, one, a better control artist on the ground than Belal. Like, maybe Belal might be minorly better at getting it there, but JDM had no trouble just popping up from Belal because Belal doesn't put hooks in. Belal, like, I know he got the back, I guess, against Leon a little bit, but that's because Leon just is awful at grappling. Like, his defensive grappling is fucking dog shit. And I think, yeah, Islam clearly, he got the hooks against Volk, who Volk is, like, that's the whole style of, like, JDM. Everyone's like, JDM's just an upsized Volk when it comes to this anti-grappling sort of style, like, really resistant to getting held down, pops up really easily. But we have seen him held down. So I do think that Islam will be a better control artist than Belal. I think this is going to be a Hamzat Dricus-ish, not quite the same level of dominance, but in terms of, like, the reception of it, I could see this fight being underwhelming, is what I'm going to say. Like, I could see people coming out of this being like, oh, bro, Islam's boring, bro. Like, we get the crotch sniffer narrative again, because Islam has been fun in his last few fights. But I don't think it's quite the same, because, like, he will go for submissions, he will attempt, like, dash chokes, he will put you in bad spots, which we have seen JDM put in. And again, on the feet, if they pure strike, JDM's going to box him up. I don't know if he's going to finish him. Like, Islam's been tagged, and he's been dropped, but he's been dropped when he's at gassed. And I don't think JDM quite... Like, I'm not saying JDM has bad cardio, but he doesn't have Volk cardio. I don't think. Like, yes, he pushed a good pace against Belal with the hands, but, like, it's not actually that difficult. But, again, Belal did not put some sort of Marab wrestling pace on him. So, yeah, I don't think it's, like, overly difficult, I'll say, for JDM to push that kind of pace on Belal when he's just comfortable on the feet boxing. He's too fun. Like, JDM, just boxing alone, I don't think is going to be enough to me. Like, I think you've got to be able to mix it up. I think you've got to be able to keep him at bay with other shit. Like, I don't know. It's tough. And he could win. Like, I'm not saying, like, Islam's just going to dog walk JDM. Like, my prediction for this is probably going to be a fucking 48-47 decision where we get some damage-based scoring argument. Like, I think this is going to be a really close fight. And it might be really good. Like, I take back what I said about it being, like, the Hamzat Dricus fight, because Islam, I don't think JDM is that receptive to just getting held down. And I don't think Islam is quite that level of just strength, but, like, no attempt at submissions. Like, I think he would probably attempt the submission and lose position rather than just, like, hold a crucifix or something. But I could see Islam, the rounds he wins, I think the striking will be competitive. This is not just, like, Islam is completely cooked on the feet. Because, yes, he did look, like, he got tagged a bit against Poirier, but, like, he was winning most of the striking against Poirier. Also, upper weight class, no weight cut to trouble. Like, no, he'll be cutting weight, but, like, he's not going to be absolutely draining himself as well. I do think Islam's probably been slightly compromised by weight cuts in the past. So overall, I'm going to pick Islam Makhachev probably. I'd love JDM to win. I won't be upset either way. This is kind of a fight that I'm good, like, Guru and Bedtime, like, they're going to be heavily invested in this. Like, they need JDM to win for their fucking livelihood. But, like, to me, I know JDM's Australian and I do like him. He's just not a guy, like, I'm going to be straight up with it. Like, he's just not a guy I've been on since the start. Like, I've always been a massive Volk fan. Like, I've always been a massive Whittaker fan. I've been on other guys' since the start. But JDM's a guy who I was like, yeah, he's good. And then he just became really good. And I was like, yeah, I'm not going to bullshit. Like, I'm not going to just jump on the hype train, like, once it's already fucking at a title shot. So I won't call, like, JDM's not one of my guys. Like, I got my guys. I got CP, you know, I got Joel Alves. I got Joshua Van. He's been my guy since the start. But yeah, like, JDM, like, he's fun as hell to watch. Like, I enjoy watching him fight, but I'm not going to be, like, devastated if he loses. Just this, I hate the narrative of, like, someone being from your country means you have to support them. Like, JDM is really fun, But, like, just because he's Australian, like, I'm not just going to glaze him. Like, Bedtime does the thing of just, like, glazing any Australian fighter, which I don't do. And I know people be like, I saw someone be like, bro, you're, like, a traitor to your country. And I'm like, bro, like, I don't know this man personally. Like, I don't particularly care who wins this fight. Like, it'll be cool if he does. And this will be a big one in terms of the GOAT conversation. Obviously, Lucas Tracy's going to have a field day with this one. If JDM wins, probably looking at top 5. If Islam wins, he will be the GOAT of the sport on Lucas's GOAT list, which honestly, like, you couldn't really disagree. But anyway, let's stop yapping about this and move on to the next fight. We will be rooting for Zhang Weili to beat Valentina Shevchenko and become double champion and the women's MMA GOAT. I don't care, bro. I will be pushing the narrative that Weili is the women's MMA GOAT over Nunes if she becomes double champion. I don't care that Nunes became double champion. I don't care that she has, like, 20 fucking title defenses. Weili's, like, cooler. Like, trust. No, but I'm picking Weili in this shit, bro. Like, Shevchenko has been looking hella mid recently. I can't lie. Like, she arguably could have lost to Fiora. She arguably fucking lost to what's that bitch's name? The Tyler Santos that just dipped and got butchered by fucking Dakota Ditcheva. Like, she fucking had a draw. She lost and had a draw with Grasso and then just wrestle fucked her. And, like, yeah, maybe she could, like, take her down. But, like, I swear to God, first, Manon Fiora was, like, out-grappling her just with size. But, like, am I wrong for saying, like, Weili is just going to light a woman's skill? Like, I could say light a woman's skill with the striking. She's just better on the feet. And her takedown defense looked hella good. Like, we had people fucking picking Tatiana Suarez, bro. Tatiana Suarez was being picked to ragdoll Zhang Weili because everyone's like, oh, but Rose held it down. Like, dude, God forbid someone fucking makes improvements in their game. I'm picking Weili to win this shit easily. Like, if she's an underdog, bro, I'm making cash. I'm making money on Weili. Because, like, Valentina's way older. She's not looking at her best anymore. Like, when's the last time you've been like, damn, bro, that was a really good performance from Valentina? Like, when Rogan's just full glazing, being like, she's one of the greatest. How do you not have Valentina in your top 10 all time? Like, dude, she's looked mid. Like, when's the last time she finished someone? Like, when's the last time she fucking kicked someone in the dome? Like, yeah, cool, she head kicked. Like, I already know I'm gonna see someone being like, oh, bro, but she, like, head kicked, like, fucking Jessica I or whatever that bitch's name was, and Rose head kicked Weili. Like, there's gonna be some people doing that shit. And, like, Valentina could win, but I feel like this is Shevchenko. Like, surely, come on. Like, Valentina's, like, 38. She hasn't even looked good recently. Like, she's been, like, split decision maxing. Like, Manon, I know, is way bigger, but, like, I don't think she's just going to be able to, like, size bully Weili. And I don't think she's a better striker. Like, maybe she was in her prime, I guess, but, like, technique, speed, I think Weili's got it. Weili looks so good against Suarez. Weili's actually dominating fights, and then, like, Valentina's, like, 48, 47 decision maxing. The Grasso, like, I know she won the trilogy, but, like, dude, having a draw and getting dropped by Alexa Grasso is a fucking awful look. Like, I'm picking Weili in this shit, bro. But sick co-main. Like, normally we're not, like, the other women's fucking title fight, we're not co-main. That's not as fucking good. Like, I was hoping Abu Dhabi we were going to get, like, Bilal Usman or some shit co-main. Like, I would rather a non-title fight, but, like, good male fight than fucking Jandiroba versus fucking Mackenzie Dern, bro. At that point, just put that shit in Brazil. Put that shit in Rio as the co-main and just be like, yeah, women's title fight co-main on a fight night. Like, I'd support that. That would make that card, like, better. Even though it's already really good. But, yeah, I'm picking Weili. Anyway, though, let's move on to Carlos Prates versus Leon Edwards. Just before we talk about this fight, we just need to check the tapes here and pull out the archives because, yeah, bedtime, brother. You got some switching up going on. What's going on here? I'm hearing you pick Prates by KO. Where was this when you were saying he's going to get ragdolled by Leon Edwards when I told you about this fight last year? I exclusively remember Bedtime making a video about the most overrated fucking fighters in each division and mentioning me by name for saying that Prates would beat and KO Leon Edwards and him saying I'm delusional, Leon would ragdoll him and outgrapple him. Where was this? So I'm just going to say that, but it's all good, you know. We can welcome some more people aboard the CP train, you know. CP, it's a worthy investment to support. But what's it called? No, I'm taking the piss. Like, obviously, you can change up predictions. I'm not saying you have to stay on one take the whole time, but let it be known, Bedtime was a major CP hater. back in the day, and he's now switched up and acts like he likes him. But anyway, let's get underway with this fight. Carlos Prates Leonidas. This is our main event. We are looking forward to this fight the most on this card. Like, honestly, and it makes sense to have, like, bro, just saying, if Prates KOs Leonidas, like, don't be surprised if he gets a title shot. I don't know what they're going to do with Islam. Like, if Islam's just going to dip after if he wins the belt. But, like, if JDM wins, do you really fucking in your heart of hearts believe they're going to do JDM versus Ian Gary, JDM versus Shavkat Rakhmonov, or JDM versus Sean Brady over JDM versus Prates? I'm telling you, if Prates sleeps Leonidas out cold in the first round, he's getting a title shot, and it doesn't matter that Ian Gary beat him. That was a fluke. We would beat Ian Gary in the rematch. But regardless, this is our main event. You know, this is my most anticipated fight of the card, and it's just going to be proof. It's the same with Joshua Van. You know, some people weren't actually on the Joshua Van train before the Charles Johnson fight, and if they were, they hopped off after the Charles Johnson fight. This is why you maintain your investments. This is why when the stock dips, you don't sell when it dips. You wait until it rises back up again, you know. And we have all of our CP stocks in the bank, and we will be waiting to cash in when this guy slimes out Leon Edwards with a fucking spinning elbow in round one. This is my take, and it's been my take. Like, I remember this fight was not rumored, but like I think Prates posted like a graphic of him and Leon Edwards like last December. That's what you can see with those messages with bedtime MMA. And he posted that, and people got excited and were like, are they just rushing him straight to Leon Edwards? And I said, like, dude, he will KO Leon Edwards. This was after the Magny fight. I didn't even need the Jeff Neal fight. Like, I just knew. I'm like, this is a fucking nightmare matchup for Leon. Leon's grappling is mid. Fucking mid. He's not going to take down Prates. And Prates' defensive grappling is really good. So like, I'm like, he's just going to be on the feet with him. And Leon backs up. Like, who is Leon outstruck? He's outstriking this wrestling archetype like Colby and Usman and then just Nate Diaz. Like, the best striker he's outstruck is who? Like, he hasn't fought a good striker. Like, am I wrong? He has not fought a good striker. He's just fighting all these wrestlers. Like, bro, he's back-to-back gone Brady, Bilal, Colby, Usman twice. And then before that, it was washed Diaz. Like, he ain't got that experience in there with a good striker. Like, Jeff Neal is a better striker than anyone Leon's fought and beat. Fact. It just is. Like, just true. Ian Gary, even though Prates lost to him 48-47, like, is a better striker than anyone Leon's fought. Like, Leon just doesn't have the experience with a good striker, and it's going to be a switch-up of him just getting ragdolled the whole time. And now he's probably going to be happy because he's like, oh, I got a striking matchup. But, like, Leon just isn't aggressive. He ain't showing that hunger anymore. He won his belt. He's got his shit. Whatever. You're fine. He doesn't care. Like, I swear to God, he's just going to back up here. This is what he does. He's just going to Adesanya max, back foot, spamming low kicks, and he's not going to do shit. And Prates is going to KO him. He's too open to straight punches. Leonidas' defense is mid. His defense basically just relies on him being out of range. And with a guy who's got a longer range, it's going to be a nightmare matchup. Like, I could see Leon beating like a Jeff Neal probably. Like, just outpointing him to a decision. But these longer guys, Prates, like Gary, like these dudes are just nightmare matchups for him because they're maybe not as much Gary. Like, I think Gary will still beat him because he's just quicker. But, like, Prates is going to be faster here. The low kicks for Leon are going to be good. Like, Prates will have to mind his P's and Q's with the low kicks, make sure he's not getting his legs chewed up. But, like, apart from that, just the boxing-wise and just danger-wise, Leon's not going to KO Carlos Prates. He's not going to hurt him with a punch. And he's not going to be quick like Gary in and out. That's not, like, the difference is, Gary's range style is, like, in and out, like, jab, get out, like, one shot at a time, just, like, whatever. Leon's range style is just, like, low kick, jab, low kick, feint, shoulder feint, hip feint, low kick, like, he's just there. So, like, Prates is just going to KO him, just pressure him. Leon's going to back up and just get sniped and fucking slumped out cold. So, yeah, we will be KOing Leon and breaking into the top 5. Anyway, let's move on. We already knew about a bunch of these fights. Like, I've talked about some of these fights already. So, yeah, let's keep it moving. Shit, bro. This might actually be the worst title fight quality-wise on both sides in history. No, there's probably been worse, but, like, fucking hell. It is so weird to think one of these bitches is going to be an undisputed champion. Like, brother, like what is this? Like, okay, UFC, first of all, is absolutely praying Mackenzie Dern wins. UFC do not want... I'm actually shocked they didn't just try and give Mackenzie Dern a layup. Like, I'm surprised they did, but, like, I guess you can't really, like, Verna deserves it. So, yeah. I don't know, bro. Like, Dern beat her. Like, Dern has a win over Mackenzie Dern. Dern has a win over fucking Verna Jandiroba, which is tough. Because, like, that's the one style. Like, this is actually not bad matchmaking from the UFC. In terms of, like, if you're trying to get Dern a win in a title fight. Because, obviously, Weili would fucking butcher her. But, like, let me actually pull up. Dern has a win over Verna. Like, all these strawweights have fought each other. So, like, probably all of them fucking have, like, either a win or a loss over one another. So there would be no, like, new fight, I guess, unless it's, like, Suarez versus someone, because she hasn't fought many of them. But, yeah, because Verna really only grapples. Her striking's mid. So, like, it's probably just going to be a grappling match, and it's, like, whose grappling do you think's better? Like, Verna's top control's probably better. And she's been looking good recently, and her submissions are good, but, like, Dern at her core is just a BJJ girl. Like, that's her thing. And that's why she's just been shit, because she just tries to grapple, and if she can't, she just gets butchered on the feet. But, like, Verna ain't going to outstrike her. I guess you... what's good? Verna both beat Lupi Godinez. I don't fucking know. I can't be bothered breaking this fight down. I might end up picking Dern. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on. This is another one we kind of knew about already. I thought this was going to main event Canada. Instead, it's... because that was the rumor. Instead, it's 3 rounds Abu Dhabi. Yeah, Umar's going to win. I don't know. I've talked about this fight already again. Like, what is there to say? Umar's just going to outstrike him probably. Like, probably won't need to grapple. Like, it would be really funny if Bautista just wins. I want him to. We will be supporting Bautista for this one. Because, honestly, we need new title contenders. So, like, it would be kind of funny to just see Merab and Bautista on a poster. I'm kind of rooting for that to be the timeline that we're in. But no, Umar should win this pretty comfortably. Anyway, not part of Dana's announcement, but we also have Moreno. I've got a few other fights I'll skim through. I won't show the graphics. But Moreno versus Tyra, apparently for UFC 323. To me, like, you might as well just like Dana, brother. We might as well just lump in Volk versus Lerone Murphy and Pantoja versus Van for December. Like, we know that's what's going to happen. That's clearly what's going to be the fight. Like, that, and then it makes sense because, again, you have this as the probably feature fight of the card or main card opener or something. And then you'd imagine Tyra for sure with a win's getting a title shot. Moreno, it's kind of depends. Like, the division's dead and Pantoja's beat. Not dead, but, like, the division in terms of fresh title contenders after Van is lacking. It would be up to, like, a Manel Cap. I know he's already beat Cap, but, like, it would be up to one of these other guys to... I think Asu El-Nabai was fighting Alex Perez or some shit, like, in November. Like, if Asu wins that and they're just desperate and Pantoja has no interest to move up, like, this would be a 5th title defense. Like, this is kind of the end of the road here for Pantoja. Like, it's... Dude, you beat Van, like, you just move up. Like, I know he said he doesn't want to, but, like, you've beaten everyone. Like, as much as I'd love to see it. Dude, and also, if he beats Van, he's the flyweight GOAT. I don't care. I don't care that fucking Asakura's been fraud-checked as a title defense. Joshua Van is a better win than any of DJ's defenses. If it happens. This is the key one. And this is the thing I'm worried about, because anytime we see these guys on the fucking verge of divisional GOAT status, they always seem to lose. Or even if, like, they have got it in most people's minds, but some of the hardcores like, bro, what are you saying, bro? Those plumbers in 1997 were way better, bro. Like, I know DJ didn't fight in fucking 1997, but what you know what I mean. So if Pantoja beats Joshua Van, and then, like, after that it would just be Tyra, and then that's done. But, like, if he beats Tyra and Van, 6 defenses, I don't care, dude. He's the flyweight GOAT. I would have him after Van. If he beats Van and then Tyra, dude, he's top 5 all time. 6 defenses. Like, anyway, other fights, I think Vettori versus Bruno Ferreira. I think Vettori might finally be getting chin tier, boys. Anything else? There was a few other ones for, like, Alban Elliott, Jonathan Mikhailov. Like, I'll pick, I'm going to pick Mikhailov to win. Alban's mid. A couple other ones for, I think, Paris. Dober's getting a layup with, like, Prepolek. Jourdain versus Davy Grant. That's a good fight. Probably pick Grant. I don't know. But yeah, a few other good ones. Anyway, I was going to do the Perth card rant video, but I saw this thing from UFC, so I was like, I'll just delay that shit. But that'll probably be in the next video, maybe next week to start, and then I'll drop the Paris picks. Anyway, goodbye.